also. Okay, thank you, Pradeep. So here, okay, so once again I will discuss. So here, database he given is nothing but company related database, same table whatever we studied previously, same thing is. So he given the some tables also, and along with that he given the attribute names. Okay, so 6 tables he given: employee, department, department location, project, works on, and dependent. Okay, so these tables he given, and each table whatever attributes are there, those also he given it. Okay, so here each table attributes also he given it. Along with this he given the primary key. So whichever are underlined, those are the primary key. So here in this table, SSN is the primary key. So in department table, D number is the primary key. So in department location, these two attributes together is the primary key. Okay, so here D number and D location both together is the primary key. And in project, P number is the primary key. Works on, these two attributes together is the primary key, ESSN and P number. And here ESSN and dependent number, okay, dependent name. Okay, so these two together is the primary key. Okay, these things illustrated. So now here we have the table information and related to primary key information we have it. Okay, each table which are the primary key, but we don't have any information related to foreign key. So we have to analyze now, and while creating the table, you have to insert as a those things as a primary key. Okay, so here one by one we have to read it and we have to analyze it. Okay, so first we will go through it normal. This is the first name, middle name, last name, SSN, okay, date of birth, address, sex, salary. Then super SSN is there. Okay, so super SSN is nothing but something SSN already you have, from that this is derived. Okay, so here super SSN is the actually foreign key. Okay, so here for this foreign key refers to the employee tables SSN. It's nothing but indirectly it refers here only. Okay, so here super SSN, this refers this SSN only. Okay, so it means if he is a employee, then only he can become a manager of one department. There's nothing but super assistant is, we are saying as a he's managing some n number of people which he belongs to one department. Okay, so in which department he belongs, in that department he is the head. Okay, so there's a manager, so under him some n number of employees will be there. Okay, so like that is the super assistant. So here super assistant is the foreign key, and here D number is there. Okay, and if you saw here in department also we have something as a D number. Okay, so which one is the primary key? Here D number is the primary key, and department number we are referring in employee table. Okay, so in the employee table we are referring the department number. It means this is the foreign key which is referred from department table. Okay, so here we will give the link, that is something but department D num, which is referred from D number, okay, of department table. Okay, so here D num is, this is nothing but this the actually our foreign key. Okay, so and here in department table we have department name, department number, and manager SSN. Okay, so this is again something nothing but something I was saying is a manager SSN. So already you have SSN, so from that SSN you are deriving one more, this is a manager SSN for the department. So who is handling this department? Okay, so related to that one information is there. So here this is the foreign key. Okay, it's a foreign key which is referred to the SSN. Okay, from SSN you are deriving this manager SSN. Okay, and next we have as a manager SSN start date. Okay, so this is nothing but one date kind of information, we will keep it. Then this is the department location. Okay, if you saw here D number and D location, two things we have it. So department location, normally we don't require any kind of things. Okay, so normally we require something as a name only, city name kind of things. Okay, but along with D number we are keeping this one. Something but this is D number, whatever department is the entity, from this entity we derived this. Actually this is a relationship type, for that we have one table. Okay, so this is a relationship, how this is a relationship type, and in detail we study it once again. Okay, when we are studying for a ER diagram to table conversion. Okay, so those things still were not studied, that time we'll study it. Okay, so here this is a D number, this is derived from the department table. Then location, whatever extra is there, these two together is the primary key. So here D number is a part of primary key. Okay, this attribute is a part of primary key, and it's a foreign key also. Okay, this is a foreign key which refers from department tables D number. From this table it's referring it. Okay, and in project, so here project name is there, project number is there, project location is there. Okay, these two are the different location. Okay, so here this is department location, this is project location, both are different, so we're not at all referring each other. Okay, this is no primary key foreign key concept will come here. Okay, then this is D number again. This is nothing but see which department is handling this project. Okay, so again you require a department number. There's nothing but here department number whatever is there, this entry should come here. Okay, so here again this is a foreign key. D number, this is a D num is a foreign key which refers to the department tables D number. Okay, then works on. Okay, so here works on again we have as a SSN, P number, and how many hours he is working it. So which employee and so which project he is working, how many hours he is working. Okay, so weekly basis we'll keep the record of how many hours he is working it. So that employee SSN we are capturing it. So this is nothing but it's a part of primary key, this attribute, and which is referred from employee table. Employee table SSN whatever will be there. So this only we are referring here. Okay, and he is working on some project. So this is nothing but some project already should be there. That is nothing but in project table you have the entry. So from that you are taking the P number. Okay, so P number you are taking it. So which is here again this is a part of primary key. This attribute is a part of primary key, and this is a foreign key also which refers to the P number here. P number it's referring it. Okay, and this is hours is the nothing but extra attribute we have it. So how many hours that employee is working for that project, that will keep it. Then next is dependent. This is nothing but dependent. He has a name. Okay, sex, date of birth, relationship. So these things are there. So to on whom he is dependent for that purpose, ESSN working keeping it. This is nothing but again employee SSN. So here SSN whatever will be there, this SSN we are keeping here. So here again this is a foreign key. So this is a foreign key which refers to the employees table SSN. Employee table SSN. This one is referring. Okay. And dependent name. So he has his own dependent, and if you remember, this dependent was actually it's a weak entity type. Okay, so always they will not have the primary key. So to both attribute together, we are making here as a primary key. For implementation time, we are making it as a primary key. Little bit difference is there. So what is the difference? While converting, we'll study it. Okay, so here these two attributes we are making as a primary key now. There's employee SSN and a dependent name. Both together we are making as a primary key here. Okay, so here remaining are not any primary key and foreign key things. Okay, so only this ESSN is a foreign key. Okay, so just once I will revise it, which all are the foreign key. Okay, so here super SSN is a foreign key which refers this SSN. D number is a foreign key which refers here D number. Okay. And here manager SSN is a foreign key which refers this SSN. Okay. Then here department number is a D number is a foreign key which refers department D number. Okay. And here department number D number, this is also foreign key which refers and department tables D number. Okay. And here these two are the foreign keys. ESSN refers to the employee table SSN, and P num refers to the project P number. Okay, so project P number it refers, and here this is a ESSN is a foreign key. So these things are the foreign keys. Now, after analyzing these things, actually you have to create the table and you have to insert the values. Okay, now we'll think as I already you have the created the table and inserted the values. Okay, so this is the rough data is inserted. We are taking it okay from the textbook only directly. So how to insert all those things we are not studying now. Creating and inserting we are not studying now. Okay, so as of now we consider as these values are already there. Okay, so from these values, so how to retrieve the some whatever information we require, those things we study it. Okay, so how we will write the queries. Okay, so okay, you are not worried about what all the values, those things. Some values are there. So consider in the employee table, some values are there. Department table, some values are there. So like this, some values are there. Okay, now we'll see one by one. It is nothing but how we will write the queries. Okay, so first query. Okay, so here this is nothing but one we have is retrieve the date of birth. There is something of birth date and address of the employee whose name is John B. Smith. Okay, so it's given as a name is given. Okay, so that employee's date of birth we want and address we want. Okay, so if here if you saw employee name, okay, so employee name he given as a complete name he given John B. Then what is John B. Smith? Okay, John B. Smith he given. Okay, there is nothing but first name, middle name, and last name. All three he given. Okay, then he's asking for B date, that is nothing but here date of birth he want, then he want the address. These two things he wanted. So all information he whatever he given and whatever he required, it's there in this table only, employee table only. Okay, so directly we can use this only this table and we can retrieve it. Okay, so how we can write the query is nothing but select. Okay, so what all things he want. Okay, there is nothing but what all things we want to display it. There is nothing but date of birth and address. Select these two. Okay, from this whatever one table is there, employee table only. So and whatever where given conditions. So here condition is nothing but whatever given thing, whatever he given. Okay, that is first name is John, middle name is B, okay, and last name is Smith. Okay, so corresponding attributes we return, then whatever you will get the corresponding this employees date of birth and address will get it. Any doubts in this one? This is very simple query, just whatever he given we're taking that one and just we're identifying first which all attributes he given and which all attributes we required to display it. First we are identifying that. Okay, then we are checking the which all tables it belongs to, whatever he given that attributes which table it belongs to, and whichever you want to display it, that table also we are checking it. So now all things are there in employee table only. Okay, so whatever he given, there's a first name, middle name, okay, so and last name. So these three are there in employee table only, and whatever you want to see the output also, that is date of birth you want and address you want, both are there in these two also there in employee table only. So just from this employee table we return then where clause. Okay, there's nothing but condition he given is a John B as a middle name, Smith as a last name. Okay, so this one we return. Now we'll go for next query. Retrieve the name and address of all employees who work for the research department. Okay, so now he is saying as a something he given as a department related information he given. Okay, so here he is saying as a research department, this is nothing but name of the department he given. Okay, then he is retrieving, he want to ask, that is retrieve the name and address of all the employees. So he want name and address of employees he want. Okay, so that is nothing but now we'll see. So department name he given, that is department name he given. Okay, then he want name of employees. So here employee, so name is there. Okay, so all three together we have to display it, or any first name also only you can display it. Okay, so here these things you have to display plus address. Okay, so he want these attributes, employee tables, these four attributes, and whatever he given is department table D number, this one he given. So always you have to combine these two tables and you have to get the output. Okay, so you have to combine these two things, then only we can get the output. Okay, so how we have to combine these things? Okay, so you remember any concept how we used to combine? Already a little bit we studied about this one, Cartesian product. Okay, so there's nothing but two tables. If you are written both tables, this first table's row will be combined to the second table's all rows. Okay, so total how many rows will be there in first table? Suppose n number of rows are there in first table, m number of rows are there in second table, means n into m total number of rows will come. Okay, so, and p number of columns are there in first table, q number of columns are there in second table, means total p plus q number of columns will be there in resultant table. Okay, so like that we studied it, and we saw there that time only something as a mismatch. Okay, there is so now Okay. So research related information, research is the department name. Okay, so now we want this employer related information. Okay, so here what we are doing is select first name, last name only we are selecting, and that is address. What are three things he want? Okay, and condition is these attributes are there in two tables, that is employee table and department table. Okay, so both tables will listed. So when we'll list this much only, okay, so that is whenever you are saying as a select and from, when you are given these two, so what will happen by default Cartesian product will happen. Okay, so and condition he given as a research is a department name. Okay, so we given as a where condition we given department name equal to research. Okay, by default now whatever we are getting it is it says spurious tuples, unwanted tuples also we are getting it. To avoid that, what we have to do is we have to use the join. Okay, so that is nothing but what we will do is primary key, foreign key, whatever are there, that will join it. In department table we have the d number. Okay, so this will join with, in employee we have a d num. Okay, so these two will join it. So whenever you are joining these two, unwanted things will go. Okay, so here 1 second we'll go for, okay, so here what is happening is if you saw d number, here is a foreign key. Okay, which refers department number. Okay, so here this is a foreign key d number. So this one we are joining with the department d number. So that time what will happen, unwanted spurious tuples will go. Okay, and one more thing is if you saw here, manager ssn is a foreign key and ssn is a primary key here. Can we join these two? See, to join these two table we require primary key foreign key concept. Okay, so if you saw in employee table we have d number as a foreign key and here is the primary key, so these two we can join it. Or reverse also, one more thing, in department number we have as a manager as a ssn, manager ssn is a foreign key, and in employee ssn is a primary key. These two also can we join? Can we join that one? Give quick response. Can we join those two? Okay, so here if you saw the query, okay, so if you saw the query, so what we're doing is this is nothing but address of the name of the all the employees we wanted. Okay, so if I joined ssn with manager ssn, what will happen? If I joined this one ssn with manager ssn, what will happen? So you will get the ssns who all are the manager only. Okay, not all the employees information you will get it. Okay, so if you join these two, so what will happen, so you will get, so for a department, so how many departments are there, those many employees you will get it. Only in resultant table you will get as a those many employees only. So what will happen, always you will get the number of departments is equal to number of employees you will get it. So those employees information only will display it. But what we want in this department, who all are working, all information you have to display it. So for that purpose what we are doing is, so here employee he is working in this department, that information we have it. So that information just we are taking to join this table, that is department table, just we are taking to join it. So after that we are displaying the all the things, it means who all are working for this department, research department, automatically you will get the all departments information. Okay, so all the employees information you will get it. Is it clear? Okay, so we'll go for next one. Okay. So here next one is nothing but saying is a for every project located in Stanford, list the project number. Okay, so here project location is given. Okay, so project location is given. So project number we have to list it. The controlling department number. So whichever department is controlling that number we want, and the department manager's last name. Okay, so whichever department manager is there, that department last name, address, and his date of birth. So here only project location is given. So now project number we want, the department number we want, whichever is controlling that department, that number we want. Then for that department we want the last name, sorry, department manager's last name, address, and date of birth. Okay, so these things we want it. Okay, so here, so again we'll see so what all things we required it. Okay, so so department location where it is given. So here in project table we have the department location. Okay, so this is given. Now what we want is manager's first name, last name, date of birth we want it. Okay, there is something but these things are there in employee table. Okay, so employee table and project table, two things we identified. So these two things we required it. So now along with that we require department number also. Okay, so if you saw here employee department number is there. Okay, so can we join these two tables only directly? Okay, so what else things we required, that information is there in employee table. Okay, so department number is there. Okay, so first name, last name, date of birth, address, those things are there. Okay, and here we have information of project. Okay, so project location, whatever he given. Okay, so that information is there. So can we join these two tables?